This is part two, and before I start with part two, I just want to mention a couple things that I forgot to say in the first meeting, in the first video. The first one is that if you're having trouble loading the table from the site, the reason of this might be because of the table ID. So if you go and open the package for your project and you go into table and you find the table that is, for example, going to host a leaderboard, you'll see it's 5 and 3 columns, and you see the ID there, 157175. I would just copy that, and if you haven't uploaded the template yet, you could come here to the template, and you could replace this here with the ID and this here with the ID for your particular table. Now, if you uploaded it and don't feel like deleting it or doing whatever, I just deleting it and then reloading it, you could again go in here into the response templates, find it, click on find it by template board, find, and then edit it, and then go back here and do and copy and paste this, and change the ID here in two places. Okay, so I uploaded a new version up, and the test app that I'm going to show you is going to be up there too. I fixed a whole bunch of issues where it wasn't reporting correctly at the table, and I ended up implementing events, and it's down here, request type, send event, and I ended up doing with it amplitude. So your amplitude key goes here, and that's all you have to provide, and then this should work perfectly fine. I also created a test app to make it easier for you to test, and here it is. So I'm going to run through the test app a little bit so you see how it works, and then I'm going to explain what little there is to explain for this test app. The first numbers, you see the green, these are get table network behavior. So I use if I click on network, I use this, the get table network behavior, table from, and then the greens, send table. The register, the login, and the send event are send table, and then the post and get leaderboard are get table. And when I send a table, I just send a blank table. So I'm going to log in, and this is my tablet. So I'm just going to log in. Adrian 2. Oh, actually, I don't know if I have an Adrian 2, so I'm going to make an Adrian 3. And sorry for the sniffling, I'm sick today. And the password is Adrian 3 too. And then I'm just going to log in. And you see it stays green there. And then I'm going to say get leaderboard. I'm going to tap on get leaderboard. And then you see that this is me. This is Adrian 3. And I have a score of 502. I could post a score. Let's make it 503. And then post score. And then you see it came back with a 503. Let's register somebody else so they could fill in this thing on the bottom here. Let's register John. And I don't know if I have a John, so I'm going to make 9090. And I'm going to make John. 990. And the other is for everything else. So I'm gonna, this is the display now. 990. And then I'm gonna register this person. Hopefully it works. And I hit on register, and the person is registered. And then I'm gonna give him a score 50. And I'm gonna post a score. And then you see John 990 at the bottom there with a post of 50. Now, so that's basically it. I mean, I can make it something else like 52, 55, let's say, and post score. And you see that he got a number of 55. Okay, I'm back. I had to stop because I couldn't breathe. So, so I showed you all these 4 buttons so far, and I'm going to show you the send event. Let me go. So I signed up for Amplitude, and they provided a project ID and an API key. I took this API key, and all you have to do is put it up here where it says Amplitude key, and then you see I was testing it, app launch, game played. I could try something else, high score maybe, why not? And so I'm going to show you the app again. This is running on my tablet. And again, the other we're using for everything that isn't username and password. So high score, I'm just gonna make an event called high score. And you see it has John 999, John, and he just scored a high score, so I'm going to send that event. Hopefully that worked. I didn't get a response or anything, so maybe it didn't, so I have to look that up. And I'm just going to refresh this page to see if I can see that event. My internet is slow today. And here is Amplitude coming up. And you see there that the event high score was sent once. Again, I could change the event and say this person just launched the app. And then I'm going to click on send event. And it turned green. Hopefully that means it sent the event to Amplitude. There's got to be an easier way. I only have 2, so I don't know if it worked or not. App launch. First scene, last scene, app. And that's pretty much it, all of that I've implemented so far. So I'm going to show you how it works. So right here, you see the turquoise. I think those are turquoise. First, let me start with the game, the attribute. I have a here that says game base URL. It's just the base URL. And then this is the send event, or let's start with this one. This one is register, and I told you this green, right? I use the send table. That's the base URL with the username and password from the text box. Then I sent a blank table, which is just something to send, and if it's just a blank table, it really is nothing. And then the callback is the game callback attribute. And then all of them are the same, all the greens are the same. And then all these reddish colors, I'm using the get table. And again, you see here I'm using the base URL. And then the username from the text box, the score, exactly like I showed you in the other video, except that now it's inside of GameSalad. And that's it. And this is just some boxes that I put up here, and this is just text boxes. There's nothing much to it. I'm gonna remove all my IDs from this and put it up so that you could also play around with this project. And the next video, I want to do more of like built-in profile for Gamesparks. So I'm going to try to do virtual goods and currency. And that's my plan for the next one. So hopefully this is useful for somebody. Have a great day.